Take it away, fellas.
Thanks, Trace. Yes, I'm topical, and E-Mode is by my side. We are into the second map after MIBR was able to steal away Cloud9's map pick. And yes, I think it is interesting in two ways why Zeus would think that picking Train would be an odd thing. They like this map.
Maybe they're moving away from Train being one of their map picks. Maybe they're just looking towards other maps in the pool to get better on, maybe surprise, maybe even, deciding that they wanted to play Nuke because we've seen MIBR coming out with Nuke. But Train is the map of choice so far, and MIBR will be hitting Inner on this map to start off their pistol round.
Very, very standard, as they allow them to plant the bomb in the T side, doing as the tradition does, and push those two Taco and Fur players up the yard. But through the smoke, Rush is able to just casually fire through, catching Fur relatively close. But here comes Taco swinging in. He's got himself two, looking for the third as well. That will delay the retake and as well as deflate the retake. You've got three remaining. Automatic is the man with the kit right now, and the T's are hunkered in. You're able to at least peel off the first layer of the onion into this lower site. Fallen, though, has the next one. Lane looking for the next as Cajun B jumps and fights to the center ring. It's 2-on-2, but you're running out of clock. Someone's going to have to get on that bomb immediately so. coldzera and Phelps pair up for the last two, and MIBR take it away.
Yeah, really good pistol round out of MIBR, rushing towards Inner, those deep smokes, one towards Z, one towards the back trains as well. That's going to allow them to get very aggressive very early on into that post-plant scenario. We do see a member going down as Rush, you mentioned, taking down a player through the smoke, but Taco then reinforces that smoke, comes through, able to pick up two frags of his own to bring it into a 3v3. A great shot out of Fallen in that situation, and then at that point, the clock winding down just so far that Cloud9 need to pick up the pace. When you pick up the pace, that's when you make mistakes, and MIBR are able to capitalize and exploit that to get their first round.
All right, the guns are lacking for Cloud9. It is just USPs for everyone. You've got a lot of rifles this time for MIBR too, so with the map change, comparatively, what we've seen historically from MIBR is they'll favor the SMGs, but now this time they go heavier into the rifles, and they've got themselves only one in the arms of Fallen, a man that definitely wants to be able to make up some cash for himself so he can put the AWP to the front lines. Players now dropping into the inner site. Taco is pushing up. Fur and coldzera pair up for the first kills. These anti-eco kills making them look easy, especially when they're able to pop them in the face.
Yeah, Taco now finding two kills. Cajun B does take down coldzera, however, he is the only member left, and there's Phelps again. He's got that lurk on Train where he plays towards the middle, towards the ladder early on in the round, and he's going to find the first kill, or his last kill of the round, coming through that Z on an unanticipating.
Yep, and they swapped out the UMP for the Galil, I believe it was, at the end of the round. So they're able to even min-max their losses on that, so they're actually appropriately bought up. So sometimes you end up, when you have so many SMGs prior to this, where we were talking about historically speaking, now they've got 5 rifles versus 5 rifles. So they're setting up pretty.
Looking at Reddit now. Just a standard default coming out from MIBR, moving very quickly towards Ivy here, not really taking it too fast towards Inner, towards the outside area, just allowing Cloud9 to start using their utility early on, try and burn some of that out of their pockets, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Cloud9 now having no Molotovs whatsoever. Those flashbangs are starting to get low. They have a few smokes, and we're going to see Golden use one of them now to just hold off Ivy. But MIBR just starting a very slow round, and rightfully so.
Yep. Good grenade in as well against Golden. That should help things out for the Galil. They're going to pop through this smoke shortly enough. Standing Phelps up on top of the server. He's got the top-down view from this one, and he's looking to ban somebody. Golden's just on the left side. They'll hook another grenade at him as well, just doing a little bit more damage, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And does the Galil exceed from that? Doesn't seem so. Golden's forced back towards the CT lane, and the Molotov stops that push as well. But that's a lot of resources and a lot of time committed for MIBR to virtually gain nothing.
Well, they've cleared out all of Ivy, so they've got the CTs pushed so far back now that they're getting ready to actually burst on the outside bomb site. The only member really to contest this initial contact will be Cajun B. And now as the Ivy smoke does come out in front of them too, this is going to help them clear towards this hell area. Cajun B, can he defend this? You're seeing Fur move on in. He makes that initial contact. MIBR slowly, surely creeping out to this outside bomb site. 20 seconds on the clock though, Dallas.
Yeah, they're talking about slow and
nice
steady.
Shot.
They're walking in. They are picking up the good trades though. It's back to even. 2v2. The bomb just sneaks around the corner. Will plant towards the camera side, but it's only going to be coldzera and Fur, last men standing. Rush behind the E-box, safe from one player knowing that he's there. trying to take out the bomb planter, and now it's automatic. 1v2
very low.
has very similar HP compared to Fur, but he has no information as to where these two have gone other than maybe the kill cam on the first. So this is a really tall ask, especially without the kit.
Well, before that E-Box player went down, he was actually shooting at first feet. So he made the call that there's one towards the bomb train. It doesn't even get to that point, though. coldzera swinging out the ladder, able to take down Automatic. In the first gun round of this half will be going to the T's as MIBR, with that outside Ivy split, able to take down Cloud9.
And with that earlier rifle round for Cloud9, they're back down to some pistols here, probably some pistol armor. But Jason had mentioned this before, and I think this is a really valid point. With Cloud9's CT side being so weak, and you come to such a CT-sided map, if you don't have your preparation ready and you don't have your CT sides complete, if you run away with this on the T side, it could end up being a very quick, in this case, 2-0.
Yeah, MIBR now very quick down the ladder. Taco's already out towards middle, so his teammates will be reinforcing this issue now. coldzera with the first kill of the round as cajunb and Automatic hop on the board, picking up 2 kills for the Cloud9 side. It's a 3-on-3 with coldzera on 16 HP, so this could be another player going down as Fallen does take down cajunb.
I like this slowdown of pace from MIBR. See if somebody wants to peek out, but look at these pistols. Yeah, gasp. Fallen, last man standing, 1v2. He's back underneath that bell that we heard ring yesterday. He's just behind the E-Box as well, and he is looking in the same stance. MIBR were really in that same spot. See who peeks you. They got a lot of time on the clock. Make Cloud9 make the mistake. The thing is, Cloud9 took those peeks, and they just won them all as well.
And right now, Fallen not being able to spot anything out. Does he spot Golden towards Hell? Not able to do so. We do have Vice now, who's playing behind this old bomb area, watching the Ivy flank. He's not going to see Fallen either, and it does look like the MIBR T side. Well, he's going to be moving into Z. This is a great call out of him. He realizes that the last 2 players, Dallas, are probably playing outside. They're looking for recovery of weapons, so he's going to move towards inner to get into a post plan and actually reset the scenario to where Cloud9 now have to start hunting for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see him plant near Summit, close to the tanker train, and then get back towards the CT.
Yep, that's exactly what he's going to
do. Yeah, this is, well, whatever your choice is, he'll plant it right on the other side of that one, and Fallen now can fall back. This is where you usually want to plant it if you have at least a surprise plant for your opponents in that exact same situation where you're able to sneak off that A site. That's where you want to put it.
Now, Vice in this situation, if he gets taken down, but he actually hits a great shot. I was going to say, if he gets taken down, Fallen able to turn this 1v1 on its head and actually probably come out with the win, but Vice there doing some great work, able to take down Fallen, putting Cloud9 off the back of an eco, Dallas. Just pistols being bought in that round. They're going to be able to take it and get their first on the board.
Yeah, so that's a difference maker, too, because if Cloud9, if that was a rifle round and they survived with 2 players, it's a completely different animal than winning a pistol round and surviving with 2 players. So now you got an influx in cash and 2 players that don't need to buy rifles. You were going to have rifles in this round anyway, so you can see the difference that makes. Essentially, everybody should be bottomed out on cash. Instead, cajunb has $1,100, Automatic has $3,600, Golden has $4,100. So you have about, what, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in excess about because of that?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Exactly. MIBR off of that rough round loss will be moving towards inner here to start this one off. Looking for anything they might be able to find. Fallen actually rips off a shot towards upper, so that's going to give away the positioning of the op. Cloud9 now know that there's an AWP towards this inner halls as Golden has pushed up Ivy. He's gotten quite a lot of info for his side.
Yeah, but nobody's rotated over to really give access to the B site. Automatic is holding distant to the upper box halls. Vice is holding passive to the ramp right now. So MIBR having some smokes, well, rather singular smoke that should be reserved for the sidewalk as the flashbang comes in. It's relatively dry. They're going to spot Vice making his way over towards the spool. Vice, though, almost converts against Taco as well. He would have been able to reset just fine, but it seems it's been quiet from Automatic. He hasn't been able to fire off the shots and keep the players out of the upper catwalk right now. coldzera falls to the tanker train as Cloud9 start to reset at a distance across the yard. coldzera pushing and taking the fight directly to Cloud9. They've been deflated deflated. They're one man down, and they're only halfway down the length of the yard right now. They don't know where the additional players are from MIBR, and a long flank is coming. Sure, you picked up that one, but you've got a problem on the rear flank. That is going to be Phelps, and it doesn't seem to matter. Fallen picking them both off, and MIBR are right back into the swing of things.
That was some great flash work from the T side there. Initially, you said there was a dry contact out lower, and that's exactly what it was, except there was a little bit of a flashbang in there, and that flash was perfect. It actually hops right in front of Vice, and he's going to try and get behind the spools on the lower site there, but actually MIBR coming out towards that site, able to catch him off. And then from that point, coldzera pushing up towards that oil tanker. He was moving very quickly, and I thought he was going to get caught out as those two Cloud9 players were moving right towards him, but instead another great flash coming out from his teammates allows coldzera to pick up yet another frag. A great round for MIBR, just showing how much teamwork they have within this roster.
Wow. Fur's able to grab Cajun B, who was at E-Box, and get back into cover, back into T-Con. So MIBR already looking ahead of this one, getting 5 of the 6 more likely than not in this round. But Cloud9 are going to end up with a rifle in the next anyway. They just had enough to be able to afford up a half buy, which is essentially what money they had in excess because they won an eco round of their own. So it's all starting to wash out in the end, but you need to be able to get your CT side. Essentially, if they don't win this one nor the next, especially, they're end up going to have to think about when it gets into the latter parts of the first half that you're going to be in a spot where you need to, okay, we need to push the issue. We need to put ourselves in a bad spot economically and force buy rounds that they don't want to take.
Yeah, MIBR now slowly creeping out Ivy here. We are going to see the smoke towards dark side. Phelps as well as Fallen moving out. They are going to make contact with Golden, who gets caught with a nade in his hand. He will fall very easily as coldzera takes him down towards middle. Fallen now taking down Automatic towards bomb train. Rush finds himself one kill, but his spot is given away. And this is going to be another fairly easy MIBR round.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Rush.
Taco should be able to take down Vice here.
He double dinked him at a distance. So you only lose one, and it was coldzera, so no big deal. MIBR now are going to be up against a rifle round from Cloud9, who have enough to be able to, at least initially, they've already bought up, so it's spoiled it, but they could have done a double op if they chose here. They choose not to.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see how Automatic plays this AWP into this round. I'd like to see Automatic just move very quickly either towards Ivy, maybe even towards the upper inner area, or even up towards lower here to get his team involved. It does look like to begin the round, he's going to start off with just a standard opping spot within that CT connector. Nothing really going on aside from that. Rush is going to eat a massive nade.
Yeah, what nade was that? That was from T-Con, and
yeah.
Rush was back towards the bomb train, or just passing it. That was just a well-timed HE, and he's going to throw one right back. Fur basically catches that one for the same damage, and that will at least even things out a bit. coldzera took a chip damage out there as well, but Ivy presence. Golden previously in the past couple rounds has poked out here, seen nothing, and only earned some information. Now the flashbangs are making him nervous. He's just in full retreat. Automatic giving him some cover, though. The op is posted up. Phelps throws a flashbang, and Automatic's able to just barely duck over that one. Legged him, though. And now you've got a problem for MIBR, taking a lot of damage. Rush, literally rushing coldzera through the Molotovs that was in front and on him. Now it's going to be executed into the A site. Cajun B's only able to pick up one before he's instantly swapped out, and MIBR will be able to maintain the man advantage as Fallen holds the high ground, casually scoping in, too, settling his aim. And you've got a smoke on the bomb train, so Automatic's going to try and work underneath this one right now. What a great shot against Phelps. That keeps Cloud9 in contention of the round, but they need to be able to pick up the next kill, obviously so. Vice pushes the issue. Rushing was similar to what Rush had done before, but now it's only Automatic. At least enough legwork has been done in the trades to keep Automatic in this round, but Fallen grabs him up 4K on the round for him. And I said that at the beginning of this match. This map is going to cater to your long-range oppers, so expect Fallen his potential to be realized.
Yeah, Fallen definitely having a great round in that situation. I actually thought Vice was going to have a good opportunity to pick up a couple frags as he does take down Taco in that situation, and he's right in the MIBR faces. MIBR really just has to get their stuff together early on there to take Vice down, and then it leaves Automatic in this 1v2 where he almost caught Fallen off, but he was more concentrated on that hell area where Fallen previously was.
Yep.
Fallen ends up picking up an easy frag onto
when
him.
you're talking Fallen comes to the top of the train. Like he climbed the ladder and then just was like, okay, I'll settle my aim and get the other guy on the other side of this one. I believe that's right here. Very slow, methodical. Just, okay, Golden, thanks for the kill at that point. So 6 rounds already on your T side. They are already at or just a little bit past where you anticipate your Ts to get rounds on the entirety of the first half.
Okay, Cloud9 will be looking towards an eco. A little bit of pistol armor here being bought up. Down, not a bad buy out of them, realizing that they can do a little bit more with pistol armor, even possibly pull off yet another eco round, because the only round that they've got on the board thus far was that eco round.
Yep.
That was wild.
Yeah, it's a deco right now, but Fallen has a kill, a third out there as well. Looking for the fourth, he's got it. Fallen dealing with all these deagles. No problem.
Isu?
Yeah, possibly, but I think Fur's also holding this angle, so who has the faster trigger finger? They're both staring it down. Now Fallen holds this one solely, and he might get this ace. Bomb's planted, but Vice is just looking for some kind of exit, and stealing a gun would be great. It's a great grenade, though.
The ace. Oh, he just spots him. Not going to be able to get it. Fur taking that ace from Fallen, well, as he needed to kill Vice, who was wide swinging out, but Fallen, another great 4K out of him, and MIBR move on to their 7th. Fallen is on fire right now. 14-3 is his scoreline.
Yeah, he made it look so easy. Everybody was just on these 1 versus 1 versus 1s, and the reason for that isn't Cloud9's fault. It's Fallen's movement, only exposing himself when absolutely necessary on the most narrow of field of views. So MIBR are able to retain the money advantage and continue to exploit that idea as well as they start to eclipse, for the most part, everybody past that $6,000 mark, I'd say. Is a little below that, but it's no problem. MIBR are in the thick of things. Excellent nades against Golden as well.
Lovely.
Double naded.
Lovely. That's going to keep Golden a little bit more honest towards the Ivy area, not letting him pressure it as much as he would like. He has to go instantly almost into that passive setup. Does look like MIBR will be drifting their way towards middle as coldzera defending off Cajun B, who is trying to get aggressive. It leaves Rush now in this situation where he's caught in no man's land, very aggressive towards outside.
Yeah, and with those grenades against Golden early on, he's actually abandoned Ivy. Automatic on-site is watching Ivy, so everybody from Cloud9 starts to tuck deeper into the sites, get a little bit more defensive in the turtle shell, but they're getting picked apart. As more and more territory is gobbled up by MIBR, they're going to make quick work of this. Fallen, long-range shot against Vice, and they're all getting chopped up. No casualties from MIBR, and I was talking about their money situation being at $6,000 in the last round. Now you got most of your players above $10,000 to start this round, but they'll buy their utility, come right back down into at least within the atmosphere. But for a time there, a brief moment, they had escaped orbit.
Yeah, and this is where it starts getting scary for Cloud9. When they start getting into those economic woes, that economic trouble, are they going to be force buying up into this round, or are they going to full save? It does look like they're going to be buying armor. They're going to be buying some pistols. They're not going to opt for that full save. They're just going to dwindle their money down a little bit more. And now MIBR, well, they're going to be able to take a commanding lead, as we do see the score at 8-1 here, as we're not even really close to the end of this first half.
Nope. And they'll continue to take the long fights and continue to win them. Tops of the trains,
no
bottoms of the
problem
trains,
for MIBR.
across the yard. Yeah, it is easy peasy for them. Just Vice left on this round. Cloud9, I would expect probably another timeout coming shortly. I think they've used 1 or 2 already, but
maybe before this gun round comes in, because they're going to need to slow it down.
Yeah, they need to talk about this.
Look at the pace that MIBR is taking their rounds, right? Not really having any fear to going out towards middle. Even the round where they went and they pre-naded Ivy, they started off just pre-nading Ivy to create a lot of damage onto Golden. Then they go right to middle and they're like, yo, we're going out, let's get it, boys. And it works for them. MIBR not having to really slow down their pace whatsoever. Cloud9, they really got to put a stop to this. They got to get aggressive. They got to get those opening kills. They got to make MIBR feel like, well, they're working from a man down.
Yeah, so the past couple rounds, MIBR have just streaked out through T-Con. This time, though, they've read Cloud9 that they're going to try and counter that with some utility. Well, same run boost. We saw that same run boost yesterday, if I'm not mistaken as well. It was Fallen that was launched into that position.
Yep.
This time, it was I think it was Phelps. It was Phelps, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got the man advantage on the run boost.
Yeah, Fur's going to keep on going under the guidance of Phelps here, just protecting him that much more. Fur now peeking out towards that outside area. Cajun B starts the contact off. Phelps now mauling the back of Green, going to give him some space to work with, but nothing really happening for MIBR in this position. Just the pressure, and that's enough to create a little bit of insecurity within Cloud9, as we're seeing another rotation go towards that outside bomb site, while the remaining players are just slowly hanging out in ladder.
Yeah, and they've smoked off that Ivy player, pushed them back into the site. This is what MIBR have been doing, forcing Cloud9 into the sites, get off these external angles, get them in tight with one another, get that grouped up Cloud9, and then start to just pen them in.
Yeah,
more
Cold
and more
Zero
targets
taking down
dropping.
Rush now.
Yeah, this is all but over on this round as well. Automatic. This was a double op setup, and Automatic's the only man that has a chance of getting out alive.
So I really like that round out of MIBR, starting it off with that heavy Ivy pressure very early on there, able to get the pick, as you mentioned, Phelps jumping across, able to take down Golden, and then from there, MIBR slow down the round. They look towards inner, and in doing so, they're actually able to find themselves another frag. What happens at that moment is Cloud9 starts to think, oh, it was just a little bit of outside pressure. They're actually going towards inner. They do end up getting an op kill on the player running out lower, but MIBR had actually left their players towards Ivy. They hadn't gone inner, and they've let some players in ladder as well. So as soon as that inner kill goes down for the CTs, MIBR burst on the outside bomb site, both from Ivy, both from ladder, and they're able to pinch essentially onto that bomb site very easily, to the point where Cloud9 really had no opportunity to even pick up frags.
The way that I can compare this gameplay from MIBR, especially to the A site, is it's Australian sheepdog. They're circling the sheep and they're corralling them into a tighter and tighter pack. Because we see MIBR pushing these guys into the sites. There's almost no stopping them. Cloud9 have been forced off Ivy. They come into the site. They're forced off T-Con. They're forced off E-Box. They come into the site. They've just been pushed back and back and back.
Australian sheepdogs.
Yeah. So there was my neighbor had an Australian
there
sheepdog.
You go.
Growing up. Yeah. So my neighbor had an Australian sheepdog growing up. They had 4 kids. That Australian sheepdog would run circles around the kids and
just
corral
herd
them. Yeah, it'd corral them.
I was like, why is this guy bringing up Australian sheepdogs so prominently?
This is what this gameplay is.
No,
MIBR
definitely.
forcing Cloud9 off of their defaults.
I would have probably taken dolphins while they're feeding and doing that thing with the bubbles onto the fish. I watch a lot of Animal Planet and National Geographic. Yeah.
That's pretty good in there too. Though MIBR having a lot of success towards A repeatedly, have now outclassed Cloud9 in the brain sense, because Cloud9 stack up the A site and MIBR just go right over top of Vice, getting a 1-for-1 trade and able to now take the B site really, really easy. So you conditioned Cloud9 into thinking that it's going to be T-Con, it's going to be Ivy, it's going to be T-Con, it's going to be Ivy, and now they put all their forces on A and you go B.
Yeah.
So you've been out-leveled.
Well, there's still an opportunity here for Cloud9 to come up. The only issue is look where Cold Zero is positioned right now. The flashbangs as well flying in and above. Cold Zero able to pick up one. He's going to hightail it out of there now, reset his positioning, drop a couple flashes himself. Is this going to catch Rush? No, but Cold Zero doesn't need it. He's going to take him down. Taco onto Golden, and MIBR with the inner rush find themselves a 12th round on the board.
So here's MIBR's default. Whenever they hit the B site, if they have a man advantage, and that's if. So if you're writing the code, you put an if statement. If MIBR has a greater than 1 man advantage over Cloud9, they'll take one player, put him down the ladder, wrap him around the A site. That's been Phelps every time so far. Every time they've hit the B site, they've also had the long flanker to really secure the round.
Cloud9 forcing up into this round. They got to get themselves involved somehow. This is a complete dominant performance on this T side from MIBR. Fallen at 18-3, Cold Zero at 18-5 in this first half, and Cloud9 are not really having an answer to stop them right now, and right there again, Fur and Phelps taking down Rush and Golden. Automatic does find a little bit of a consolation frag as Cajun B takes down Fur, turning it into a 3v3. Fallen says, you know what, I'm going to take it right back in our corner, takes down Cajun B, and just like that, MIBR back in front.
Right, so the 2 players that are left, Automatic and Vice, are at the B site, going up and possibly to the ramp as well once Vice possibly clears out these upper halls. The thing is, though, all that fighting happened towards T-Con, where MIBR still stands, so the 2 rifles that Fur and Phelps dropped are currently unavailable to these 2 players. And they would have to go all the way around, back through the lockers, go back down the stairs in T-Con, but they would have to get past Taco. He's going to stay stationary right now and defend these rifles on the ground.
Yeah, it does look like Vice attempting to get into that ladder will be shut down by Cold Zero. And now Automatic hanging out above him, just waiting to time this drop, essentially. Maybe catch Cold Zero exiting, maybe even catch those AKs as the bomb is exploding. But it will be a matter of time. Not looking like Automatic actually wants to go down too early into this ladder room.
Yeah. So about this, the 1 round Cloud9 has won so far.
Cold Zero goes to him.
Just an eco. So Yeah, about that. You're
And
into
even
the
that,
last
even
round.
that eco, in that sense, it was a round that we really thought MIBR was going to come out in front with. It was just very unfortunate at the end there. Vice actually hits that great shot onto Fallen, if you recall, as he's coming around through CT spawn. Fallen was trying to take that 1v1 duel. So this very well could have been a 14-0 lead for the MIBR side.
So Fallen is currently 19-3. Coldzera 20-5. So they're a little bit ahead of what you would anticipate. I thought those two were going to be your standout players, but I didn't think to this degree. 5 ops for MIBR on this round. 5 ops. 5.
Just having fun with the round.
Yeah, this isn't Dust 2.
Look at Fur
this
and
is
Fallen
Train,
now.
T-side, 5 ops.
Look at Fur and Fallen. They're double head stacked in this little kitchen area towards the inner area. This is actually hilarious.
Fallen across the old bomb train, gets Vice, and this is salt into the wound.
But you know what? Golden snuck by Phelps and Fur, who were doing a little bit of fun towards that kitchen area in upper inner. And that's going to give Golden now the bomb. So an opportunity for Cloud9 to get their second on the board as MIBR, with a little bit of fun in the round, find themselves really handing a round over to the C9 team.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Not over yet. You've got the man advantage as well, but Golden is doing rather well at keeping MIBR away and looking his direction. So Rush on the rear flank, while Golden was holding all the attention, he was doing the puppet show towards T-spawn, you were able to get 1 kill to the rear guard. So the bomb's making its way back through upper and back to the B site.
Golden doesn't realize he's lost the bomb here. That's the massive part. Phelps sneaking up behind Golden. Golden is still defending outside.
He thinks the bomb's behind him,
right?
Yeah,
he still thinks the bomb's behind him. So right now, Phelps is going to get the plant, and they're like, what is happening right now?
Bomb's been planted. Oh, no.
Fur takes down Rush. They know exactly where Golden was because of the fact that he was the one that took the bomb down in the first place. And now, as he moves in towards the inner site, he doesn't have any nades. Phelps has the Molotov for bomb. Golden swinging out Z now. Phelps should be able to pick this up, missing the shot. But Golden, no smoke for bomb. Phelps, a good opportunity for him to Molotov the site and just close that round up.
They took the bomb out from behind him without killing him. I just find that so humorous. And you end up winning a 5 ops setup on your T side nonetheless.
Yeah.
That's same emotions.
Yeah.
Tough game.
No, it's rough. When you're getting 14-1 and you're putting your heart into it, it's hard to really look at that scoreboard, right? But all smiles on the other side for MIBR, as you can see it. Coldzera having a great time there. Zeus with the laughs on his face. The 5-op setup paying off for the 14-1 half.
I just love the robbery of the bomb. It just tickles me. So now we've got some highlights in this first half. Most certainly all of them are going to be coming in from MIBR. But to follow up, there's going to be a second half, although might be very, very, very short at that. Stick around. When you come back, it's MIBR versus Cloud9. You're watching the Pro League.
Call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Bomb has been planted. If you're just now joining us, we heard a lot of that in the first half with MIBR against Cloud9 on the first half of Train. 14-1, you'd think, yeah, that was the CT side. Nah, no, that was the T side.
Yeah, and really looking at MIBR's T side, just complete domination through and through. We're going to have Fallen sitting on 21-4, coldzera 21-6. Those two players just playing tremendous for their squad. But to begin this round, we are going to see Cloud9 with some very quick IV aggression pushing off coldzera here. That's going to prompt the rotates from MIBR towards that outside area, but it doesn't look like Cloud9 are actually favoring it. In the meantime, Fur has aggressed his way into T middle, and this is a massive spot to actually take over. I don't think Rush is going to clear this completely.
Or is he? Oh, he looks back towards the other direction. Fur, great shot from him. Can he stop Golden? He does.
Yikes.
And now he has bomb control here. CTs start to rebound back. They'll win Ivy as well. Vice, after that early Ivy aggression, was left there just to hold down the fort, but instead he falls, and suddenly things are coming apart for Cloud9 already in this first half. Automatic is able to pick up one kill before Fallen turns it back into a 3-1 advantage. Only Automatic left at a distance from this bomb right now as well, and he's been spotted. All eyes are going to be upon him crossing this old bomb train. They're going to hand him a 1v1, it looks like. He's just unable to convert this right now. Tough shooting.
Yeah, an opportunity here as the MIBR players aggressively peeking. Phelps going down now to Automatic, leaves Fallen in this 1v1.
Automatic just picked up a pistol that actually has less than one magazine of ammunition.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fallen now,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter. A great shot out of Fallen there. 2 kills on the board for him. 2 kills on the board that round for Fur. And MIBR get themselves a 15-1 scoreline off a great pistol round, some great shooting. Fur getting aggressive towards that team middle. A bold play from him. And he's benefited by, well, not only getting the 1 kill, but also getting the bomb as well.
Yeah, Golden fell right behind that. So all of a sudden, it's more of the same, as Cloud9 are going to have to win 14 rounds in a row on the T side and really replicate what MIBR did in the first half, which I do not anticipate happening right now. Cloud9 is better on their T side than they are their CT side, obviously, but this has been so one-sided that I don't see it ever coming back like this. This is such a black hole for Cloud9 to be able to come back from. They've already taken a lot of damage here as well. They're into a little bit of a force buy as best as they could as their waning moments remain in this second map, and MIBR would end up taking the series 2-0.
Cloud9 definitely being outclassed on map 2 here. Just really no chance for them whatsoever. MIBR winning almost every duel they wanted to take. Fallen's opping on that T side, putting an end to Cloud9 attempts just before they even really began. And now coldzera getting aggressive towards Ivy, getting in Golden's face, finding a frag. Phelps now getting aggressive towards middle. MIBR can't be stopped right now, Dallas, and Cloud9 really having no way of doing it.
Now they're picking up a couple kills, but at least there's extra bodies to trade, and
there you
that
go.
is going to be it. Of course, Fallen ends up with the last 2 kills. That was the fastest second half we've ever had. It was a 16-1.